And we're going to start off by saying Arctic Prototype. Thank you for following me, because I don't recognize your name, so you're not someone I personally know.
Thank you for following me.
Which will be nice, because my mic quality seems to be loud enough, so that's good. And hello everyone, welcome to what will probably be a very long-term project called Clicky's Henhouse. The idea of this project is that I am going to create a theme park 3D scene from scratch. From the concept art to the rigging, modeling, texturing, everything I'm going to try and do myself. I'm going to be using software such as Photopea, because it's free, Maya with a student license, Substance Painter, and the like, to work and create something that I hope we can all enjoy. I want to maybe hope that people will be able to, comment stuff to explain the concepts that I'm not aware of, or explain how some stuff work, because I might have forgotten it or just not know it, and hopefully I'll be able to teach you some new stuff yourself when you watch this stream, or watch it on YouTube if I remember to upload it there. So yeah, today we'll be starting off with the concept art, which will be of the park. There we go. Now basically we're going to start off with concept art. We're going to be using Photopea because I do not have the money to pay for Photoshop. So here it is. Just go onto Google and search up Photopea and you will get it. We're going to do new project. It'll be this what we're going to be doing right now is the concept art for the entire park. So we'll go at 920 by 920. It'll be good, nice high resolution, and we shall create it. The idea for the park, Clicky's Henhouse, is going to be an urban park, so in the middle of a city, but it will be based on the theming of farmland. So stuff will be made to look like barns and fields, and there'll be tractors around and that sort of thing. All cheap and fiberglass and all that, because this is going to be a cheap park, which will be probably kind of crappy to visit yourself, but locals like it, and maybe visitors from outside the town who think I got an afternoon to waste, maybe they'll go to it. Right, let's open this new layer, and we're just going to check to see if the brushes are a good size. Yeah, it seems good. I got my drawing tablet, if anyone's wondering. It's a Wacom Intuos Pro. Got it for my birthday. Very happy about that. I seem to have a problem with this thing. The opacity, I don't think is... Maybe it is, I don't know. Can't quite remember how to use Photopea. So let's start off with this concept art. I'm going to open on my other screen reference images for the park, and I'll put them on screen now so you can see what exactly I've chosen. So for the reference images I needed to get other small urban parks. The only one I could think of was my local park, Luna Park, Melbourne, which is about as urban as you can and low budget as you can get. As what makes this park unique is that it's got a roller coaster surrounding it, and that is its not only is its walls, also its oldest attraction. And I want to do something similar like that, a roller coaster which is going to be surrounding not the entire park, but I definitely want something like the rear few walls to be that size. Uh-oh. I'm accidentally drawing on this. Don't want to draw on it. Damn it. What's going on? Can we open another image? Okay, that's much more like it. Don't have drawing on it. We also have this reference image of Luna Park, and this one. We also have this image of a family. Well, I don't know. It's a map of a theme park. No idea if it's real or not. Just sort of took it because it was small and it might be good to look at. We have this 3D render of a concept art for a park, which seems pretty spread out and such. And we also have this 3D render of a very concepted big theme park. I can't actually remember why I chose this one, because it seems way too grandiose and expensive for it, but at least it's small footprint. So I'll be taking a look at these reference images to figure out what exactly we're going to do. So right now we're just going to do some drawing and sketching to figure out the size of this. I warn you, I'm not a 2D artist. I'm not very good at drawing, And so if it looks like crap, sorry. Okay, so we'll start off with the outline of the park. I sort of have this idea that the park goes sort of like that, maybe like that, and into it where a few city blocks go out like that, sort of like a tooth shape. Sort of just a basic idea. This is going to be we're going to do a lot of sketches today. Figure out something good, something I like. Oh, we got a comment. You should put in Tony Hawk. I don't know, maybe we'll put in a skate park. I do have a list up of the various things I wish to have in this park. I sort of just did it on a notepad. It's sort of this sort of thing. We have all the rides I want to have in, some midway games, shops, and other areas that I wish to have in the park. So I'm going to be taking a look at that as well. So basically, around the area will be sort of, again, I'm not a 2D artist, so this will probably be buildings for surrounding areas, roads, and that sort of thing. So basically my idea is that it will be surrounded by buildings and in the middle of a city. So basically if they wanted to expand tough shit, they can't. In here will probably be the car park. Again, very rough sketch. Then we'll have then in here we'd probably have an entrance to a ticket booth and an entrance hall. So here we'd have the main entrance. Again, crap drawer, but what can you do? Sort of that. Is where people just sort of walk in. Is sort of buy your tickets here and enter the building. So what most parks have it where a place where you buy your tickets and then a big entrance. I don't think I'll do with this park. It'll just be a place where you buy tickets and then enter the park. Then in here we'll have, I'm thinking of what I should do. I guess the first thing you'll step into when you see the park is sort of something called a main street. Though probably not, because that's a bit too big and grandiose. So it'll just sort of be a little spot where you'll have various stuff for your park, such as I don't know, we'll have a building. Maybe we'll have a building here, which will be where you get sort of a trolley or something, maybe mobility scooter. We'll probably have a building here where you can get, I don't know, maybe this will be something. I don't know. What would that building be? Sorry, this is a bit stupid. I am a bit stupid. So that would be pushed, sort of, maybe this will be lockers. That'll be lockers. I guess over here we can have the loo, and I guess here we could have a gift shop. Again, this is all just basic sketches. This is obviously not to scale and not the final layout. It's just an idea. Then we need some rides. One thing I definitely want to do is have going around the park thing like this to be the roller coaster. We'll just make that to be representation of the roller coaster, because again I can't draw. I just keep going on about the fact that I can't draw because it's true. And I apologize if that's a bit boring, but what can I do? It's my first time streaming, not really know what I'm doing. So that'll be the roller coaster. We need to have, suppose, here can be, Fred appears not good was you put your hands over it. Here, I guess here can be a Ferris wheel. Over, so we got the wooden coaster and Ferris wheel down. We're also going to have, I guess we can put sort of here, put some dodgem cars or whatever you want to call them, bumper cars as the Americans call them. We also want to have a drop tower. I guess that can be put, you can put that sort of here. I keep resting my hand on my drawing tablet, and this photo P is not a big fan of that. So that's unfortunate. We'll just sort of put representation of the seats on the drop tower. Let's see, what else do I say I want to put on? Classic Ferris wheel. You know what? I just realized I've been drawing this all on the same layer because I'm a frickin' moron. So that's fun, but we'll get rid of this Ferris wheel here. You know what? Screw it. We're just going to do the same layer on this drawing until it's already too late. We'll put the put sort of the old style carousel here. You know, sort of go a little more seasons touch. And then we can put the Ferris wheel here. That can be the Ferris wheel. Put that there. So let's see, we got big roller coaster, bumper cars or dodgems, Ferris wheel, carousel, drop tower, trolleys and motor scooters, mobility scooters, lockers, toilets, gift shop. You see, what else are we going to put down? I also wanted to have a chair-a-plane, because that's also a classic ride. So I guess that can go sort of here-ish. It'll have people spinning around it. That'll be the chair-a-plane. What else are we going to put down? I also want to have a classic pirate ship ride, boat ride. I guess that can go sort of... I can go here. Sort of put sort of the boat there. We sort of a pirate ship ride. I also want to have a wild mouse coaster. So that can sort of be put, I guess, they'd probably slop it in here. They want a second roller coaster. They can't really afford a big one. So just put a small wild mouse coaster here. Drawable drawing, but represents it. Put a wild mouse coaster. I also want to have a chair-a-plane. Oh, sorry, I already put chair-a-plane. No, a teacup ride. That's it. Guess that can go sort of here. It'd be a little one with a little one. That's terrible, but that represents it. This is just sketching. This is sketching for basic layout, not concept art or anything pretty. I'm going to be actually try for that. Let's see. I also want a go-kart track. It'll be a small go-kart track, just sort of like, you know, just sort of like that. So they just sort of have maybe a little tower or something. It's just sort of like they start there, go around, and at the start. We also want to have a picnic area. Is something I want to have, so we can sort of have that about. I guess we'll have it sort of here-ish between the go-karts and aeroplanes. We'll put some like benches there. Yeah, that could be. I can represent it. The picnic area. We want midway games. We could sort of put them. I guess sort of anywhere. Just sort of just sort of anywhere. They'd put sort of something to lynch some money off of you. Just to put that down. We also want a restaurant and cafe. We can put the cafe over here on the edge of the park, I suppose. Which is where they can place, say, like, so you're on this side of the park, you just want a nibble or a coffee or something, you can sit here, get a muffin or a sandwich or something, and then off to the rest of the park. And over here near the picnic area, we'll put the restaurant, which will be sort of like, it'd be a fast food restaurant. Yeah, sort of like a Macca's or something, but obviously not because those are copyrighted. So they can buy, if they didn't bring their own food or the kids don't want to have the healthy snacks, they can go, alright, we'll buy some chips or chocolate shake or something like that. What else do I want? We also need restrooms. We'd put restrooms sort of around. I guess they'd be able to just sort of be around restrooms, you know, just sort of scattered around the place. Small little buildings for people to do their business. You need a staff room. I guess staff room can be sort of here. They wouldn't really hide it. They don't have the money to. They just sort of like, here's some fences. Don't go past that. The staff are having a ciggy there. Of course, car park. We need deliveries and stuff. Okay, so I've noticed I don't have enough space on this concept art for all I want to do, which is good. This is why we do this sort of thing. You make these concept arts so you can think, oh, these sketches say, can I do everything? This sketch is obviously not going to work, so we'll click new, turn off this layer, and start again. This time with a slightly better layout, and probably a different angle as well, because that one was sort of a bit hard. So maybe we'll do a different layer. It'll be sort of like this. So the car parks can be here. Car park can sort of be there. Here we can have the entrance. That's sort of the entrance for the park, so you sort of go park up here, go in. Again, we'll try and have a Main Street like thing. We'll have a thing to rent, sort of trolleys and push. You can get your motor scooters there. We also need a lockers that can sort of go there-ish. That can sort of be there. We'll also put down, and then sort of this path will lead to the rest of the park. We can sort of put some toilets here. That's barely a building, but you know, gives it an idea. What else are we gonna need around here? Oh, I've already forgotten what I put here. Let me just check my phone layout, because gift shop. That's right. We'll just sort of put. I don't know. They'd probably put a gift shop here, just sort of like, hey, come buy crap. You can buy a stupid keychain of the park, or maybe local merchandise and that sort of thing. Okay, so we're gonna try. I want to do roller coaster around the edge. So we're gonna do it like this. It'll be sort of roller coaster will go around this edge of the park, but nowhere near as big. This will be the wooden coaster again. That's sort of the wooden coaster, and so instead of going, it'll be a bit smaller, but you know, it'll be serviceable. We're gonna want to have some other stuff. Since I'm thinking about it, here we'll probably put a rather large, boring building. This will sort of be the staff room. Sort of staff room and administration type building. That's not a building. That's a mess. But it gets the concept. It gets the idea across, and that's all I really care about at this stage. So this will be sort of like they just park a truck here to deliver the stuff. It'll be where the administration is, where they sort of sign the papers to make the dead bodies disappear. Where the staff come to have their lunch and that sort of thing. So that'll be administration. We want to have the other stuff in the park. So I guess here again would be, we want something old. So in the center we'll have the carousel again in the middle of in sort of the park. Be sort of the carousel there. So you sort of go into the carousel. It's a big major thing. Slightly behind it, I guess we'll put the put the Ferris wheel. So yeah, the sort of, you can go there, look up around. It'll be much larger than this roller coaster, so you can really just look around the whole park. have a good time. Here we can put some. Would put some midway games, so ring toss and the like. Sort of saying, hey, play these games, might win a teddy bear. You probably lose most of your money, but hey, the option's there. Sort of put some, midway games here. Yep. Then you'd want to then there's sort of the path would go this way and you would have, oh, what else we're going to put down here? Ooh, something that definitely want to put here will be Clicky's enclosure. So basically, I mentioned before that this park is called Clicky's Henhouse. My idea of Clicky's Henhouse, that it's sort of opened the park because this farmer had the world's oldest chicken. I'm not sure how old they are, but basically they're still alive, and that's sort of the mascot and namesake of the park is the world's oldest chicken, Clicky. And so they have their enclosure just sort of in the park. You can go and visit Clicky, and like, hey, look, it's Clicky, my favorite chicken. What else we're gonna need? We're also gonna put we'd put another old ride here. We'll have the Chairplanes. That's a bit too far. I just realized I'm again drawing this on the same layer. I can't believe I've made this mistake twice. That's quite embarrassing. So we're going to put here. We'll put the Chairplanes. It'll be sort of slightly further away, but still a bit kind of close to the. Basically, it's got enough space that the chairs don't crash into the Ferris wheel. With the Chairplanes. We're gonna have here we'd have something that's sort of erected later on because they didn't have any other space for it, but they want to come with the times. Will be a video game arcade. So sort of play Tetris or fucking what's it called, or Daytona and that sort of thing. So that'll be there. A video game arcade. We'll put sort of nestled in here will be the Wildmost coaster. They're just sort of like, hey, look, we have more coasters than one sort of thing, but still sort of, because if you don't know what a Wildmost coaster is, it's basically the fairground coaster. They're cheap to erect, they're everywhere, and supposed to be very temporary, but they've sort of, this one's in here for like 20 years. They needed another roller coaster, because they didn't think one was enough, but they had no space, so they just sort of plopped it here. I think a nice idea would be, thanks to how I've done this new layout, right here, we'll put the picnic area, right in the center of the park. That'll be nice. So it'll be a nice grass area. You'll have some, oh god, we'll have some trees and the like. We'll have trees and the like. We'll have picnic benches. We'll have some sort of some grassy knolls for people to sort of just sit and relax on. That sort of thing. Just sort of my idea of most of this park, the ground's going to be concrete and brick, basically, and this sort of like is one of the only green patches of park you see around. Is one of the only green you get in the entire park. What else do we need here? We'll put over here, I suppose, in front of the Ferris wheel, we can have the cafe. So sort of, it'll be sort of like, hey, have a nice coffee while you wait for your kids to finish on the Ferris wheel, or while you wait in line, that sort of thing. Again, I want to have next to the picnic area the restaurant, the fast food restaurant. So we can put that there. Sort of it'll have its own seating, but you can also just sort of take away and eat here if you didn't bring your own stuff. So let's see what I've gotten alright so far. See if I can fit in zone. We've got some midway games over here. I guess we'd also can put some midway games over here. My idea of the midway games is that they're freaking everywhere. We have Clicky's enclosure, the motor scooter, motor chair, lockers, what would we make that again? I'm stupid, I can't remember. This was the thing. We had bathrooms here, I believe that was. Oh, this was the gift shop. This was the gift shop. And the bathrooms here. And carousel, clicky's enclosure, delivery the staff building, power park, midway, okay, so Ferris wheel, more midway, plane, arcade, the 2 roller coasters, and yeah, restaurant and picnic area. Okay, so what else did I say I want? We're also going to need the go-kart track. The idea of the go-kart track would probably, I want it the same layout as I had last time, so it'd be sort of like that, a very small track, but serviceable and enough to get money to people to pay and race around a couple laps. It'd be sort of, it's more or less next to the staff area, so sort of have a fence here saying staff only next to the gate. Sort of enter that, and there you go. What else do we have? We're gonna need the. Oh, we want a drop tower. They'd want it to be a big sort of noticeable thing, like people drive past. If they don't see the side, see the roller coaster Ferris wheel, they'll see the drop tower. So we can sort of put that, I guess, here-ish. Again, chairs around it. So it'll be a big, tall. It's not going to be a large drop tower. So don't think Tower of Terror thing. It's not going to be a fairground one where there's only a couple meters. It's going to be pretty tall. It's going to be sort of like going to kind of slightly dominate the park a little bit, sort of by accident. They didn't want the drop tower to be the biggest thing, but they've accidentally made it because the management of this park are idiots. Okay, we're going to need also. I want. Next to the go-karts, we'll put the teacup ride. See that looks more like teacups. That last one didn't, but you know, have teacups here. It'll be sort of under a cover, and so kids, they can go after you have a picnic with them. You can take them to the teacups or the go-karts thing. What haven't I put down? Dodge cars, Dodge bumper cars or Dodgems. We sort of put that here, sort of, yeah, okay, sort of, yeah, here's the Dodge cars. You can sort of just bump around, that sort of thing. I keep saying Dodge cars because I'm, will it have a madhouse? It probably is not going to have any sort of madhouse or anything like that, but, because, well, I didn't think of it, and I don't really have plans for it, but it might. Oh, Mad Mouse, sorry. Yes, this is right here. This is the Wild Mouse or Mad Mouse coaster. This one here next to the large theme park wooden coaster. So we'll have that. Let's see, last thing I don't have. The boat ride. I never put in the boat ride. Boat ride, I guess, can go here. It'll put that there. Alright, so do I have, we'll also put all around this would be midway games, sort of like, so just sort of like, hey look, spend money, and we could put here, we'll have a specific one game I want remote control boats. So you spend $20 or something to have sort of a little drive some sort of remote control boats around a thing. $20 is quite a lot. It'd be only like, I don't know, a $5 a minute maybe, something like that. So just you'd spend a little bit, spend a couple and get a little bit of money, and you get to ride a boat around. And yeah, and of course we'd have, yeah, I think this has got a lot of stuff. It's got everything I want, but you don't stop here. So this is currently a possible concept for the park. Don't forget the food court. Park's not going to have a food court, but we do have over here is sort of, or was it here? Over around this area is sort of a cafe where you can buy a cup of coffee or or a little muffin or something. This building here is a restaurant, sort of a chain fast food restaurant, which they've which is allowed to be in the park, and which sort of in the picnic area here, so people can, you know, is expected to bring their own food, or only buy a bit of nibbles or just a bit of crap food. This park isn't going to be the type of park that supplies its own food to the guests. It's a park that just sort of goes, we've already barely got enough money to keep everything running we'll just sort of like, we'll let someone pay us to put their restaurant here, and not only are they serving guests for us, but they're also giving us money, grass house all around. Yeah, so that's a possible concept for the park. Now, again, going to make another concept. We're going to do at least 4 concepts, I think would be a nice number. Okay, now this one's going to be very different. It's going to be a complete square, or, you know, as square as it's going to be. So this was sort of in that shape. Parking will be much. Represent the what's it called? Advantage of having it this shape is they can have a much larger car park. It probably wouldn't. This isn't the type of park to have it, but we can do that. Here we can have the entrance up to the park. Yeah, here will be the entrance to the park, so you sort of have... So, like, again, you buy tickets into the park. And again, you go in here. This time we'll sort of have it be like this, and the path will split up like that. Food courts are a must. Well... hello, what do we got? Someone just do something? Hey! Thank you, Flick Bishop, for doing a follow my Twitch channel. That's very kind of you. And they also commented saying food courts are a must. The thing about, I never planned on this park having a food court, but I guess maybe you're right. Maybe it would have a food court. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing. Hey, thank you, John Peter Lennon, for giving me a follow as well. Yes, okay, gang. That's a yeah, that's a thing. Right. Here we can put some, again, the motor chair thing there. Sort of put lockers here. With this layout, we can have a much larger gift shop sort of be there, and we'll also have some toilets. Something I just realized I forgot from the other layout. We forgot to put toilets everywhere, so that's somewhat bad. You would need toilets in a park. This park will sort of be in this layout. Got something on my tongue. And this layout will sort of have the wooden coaster will be a lot more simple. It'll just sort of go around this wall, sort of a more or less straight line. Or of course have a couple of can poop in the picnic area. I wouldn't want them to. If they want to, sure, go ahead. They can poop in the picnic area. But, you know, that's a bit gross. But I should put a toilet there. That's a brilliant idea. Putting a bloody toilet in the picnic area, like someone who actually has half a brain. Because there will be the wooden coaster there. Again, we'll put the sort of... I guess we'll put the Wild Mouse coaster here. The Wild Mouse coaster there. So sort of you can just sort of lead this path leads you to both the roller coasters, because I thought we'll just put them next to each other, so you can either go into this one or into this one. This path can sort of go around like that and connect up back to this one. We'll put a what else can they put? What should I put here? I've forgotten what I already want in my park. This is why you have something open, because people forget stuff. Oh, right. Here we can sort of put the staff area. So this building here can be the... this building here will be, you know, deliveries. We can put them over here off the car park. But this will be sort of delivery, staff, and administration. This big building here with a little fence around it. This path sort of... So this path, more or less... The only reason you go through this path is because your staff. No real point for people to go through there. Just sort of being the, they wouldn't, because they just sort of have a sign here saying staff this way, nothing much else. But so people might wander down there, they just see a big fence and gates, so just turn around and go back. Again, I want in the center, I want the big picnic area. So we'll have, you know, hills, trees, that sort of thing. Of course, picnic benches. Very bad drawing, but whatever. This time we'll have a toilet next to the picnic area. And yeah, I guess we'll have here the we'll have the restaurant. I can't draw to save my life. Whatever, that's apparently a cube in a restaurant. And I guess we'll have the path leading this way. And I guess we'll have in here we'll have some midway games sort of thing. We can have Clicky's enclosure be a big thing here, sort of like, hey look, walk right in, get to see the chicken. And I guess we could put here, we can put maybe a little food stall, because people saying we do need food courts, and I think I agree with you. I think I even have got some reference images for food stalls, so we'll have sort of like that. You can get some very bad for your food, but you know, you can eat it if you dare. We could put here, we can put the chaeroplane. So we'll have sort of, so right here we can sort of put the chaeroplane. So people will go spinning around that. Obviously it wouldn't be this close to the path, it'd be a bit further down, but it's a possible spot for it. I've noticed I don't have a lot of room for my rides in this park. We can sort of put path going off in this direction and this direction, I suppose. Basically, all the paths lead to the picnic area, and the picnic area leads to everywhere else. Into the food cube, yeah. Of course, there'll be midway games everywhere. More. Now we need. So we got chaeroplane, wild mouse thing. We also need the carousel. So I guess this path will lead you to the carousel. And so this path leads to the carousel, which then leads back here. It'll put the. Yep. What else do we need? A video game arcade. I want a video game arcade. We can put that here, I suppose. Sort of like just a crap building. Just sort of like, hey, play some video games. Video games here if you want to. We'll put some. Be sort of a big. I'm not sure if you've ever been to Luna Park, but if I remember correctly, and I might have changed it for all I know, but the arcade building was in one of the function halls, I think, and just sort of, it's sort of open to the element, and small sort of course it's got artwork and stuff, but sort of, so it's undercover, but slightly outside. I think it would be nice if we did something like that. We'll put here, we can put the remote control boats, so like, if while you're having a picnic or food, you can go get that. What else are we going to need? Toilets. We'll obviously have toilets here by the... Oh no, we already put toilets here. Guess that'll just be midway game, or maybe a... what's it called? A sort of... a food stand. Maybe there you can get hot jam donuts. We'll have the path sort of go this... sort of this way, I suppose. We can put here, we can put... the Ferris wheel. Terrible drawing, I know, but whatever, it represents it. That's the Ferris wheel. Let's see now. This concept, this is good. This is why we try this concept, because I'm doing terribly with this concept. Not really enough space to do anything. I'm not sure if that's just because I'm a bad planner or whatnot, but you know, this concept doesn't seem to be working out too well. It's good, that's why we do it. Here we can put the drop tower, I suppose. Again, the sort of chairs on that. What else do we need? Of course, the dodgems or bumper cars that can sort of go here. You can sort of put the bumper cars there. What else do we need? We need a boat ride that can sort of go, or maybe next to the remote control boats. I like that. So sort of like, hey, look, you got a boat ride. So boat. Alright, so this concept is not very good. It will sort of, you know what, this path we can get rid of. Sort of make the path branch off here to the boat ride. Here we can put the... So, I'm not... This concept has not been very good. Which is good that we tried it, because I don't have enough space to put everything I want down here. I don't have enough space for the teacups or the go-karts. Maybe I could give it a shot. Let's try it. Let's put the teacups there. Teacups there. And we also need the go-karts. Again, same layout as all the other parks. It'll be sort of tooth-shaped. So just sort of like this sort of simple track. Alright, let's see. Do I have everything I want? Melbourne Zoo layout. I suppose it could be considered like that. Melbourne Zoo-ish. Let's see, we got Clicky's enclosure. We got all the stuff at picnic or video game arcade. You know what? I think we actually did manage to fit all the rides in this park. So what we sort of made this park more or less accidentally is that it's sort of, you got sort of a centralized area with all like the amenities, the picnic area, the food, the midway and stuff, and then surrounding it is all the rides. I'm not sure if any theme park does that properly. They'd have rides everywhere, but you know, maybe I'm glad I did this to the end. I've made a nice, interesting idea. Right, we're going to make one more concept art, or one more sketch for the art, and we're going to make it a interesting shape because it's going to be triangle shaped. Basically, nicking what Luna Park in Melbourne looks like. If I take back up the reference images, which we could sort of have, you could take a look here and see Luna Park is more of a triangular shape. As you can see, it's got all sorts of, you know, here, look at it. Let's take a look right now at Luna Park. So this building here, this is all administration, arcade, everything, and function. It's all in this building. Then you've got other stuff. You got your Ferris wheel. You got your huge roller coaster. You just got rides crammed in everywhere. You got your just your trash and stuff only area. Got some midway games and food in the middle. Picnic area there. So this is sort of see one thing I've been making a problem with my concept is that I keep seeming to forget that in real life, theme parks, urban theme parks, are really packed close together. Everything is meters apart from each other, pretty much. Barely enough room to walk. But I like the idea that I made with this piece, that we have everything in the middle, and the rides branching out of that. Just taking a look at the other parks I've done. So this one, we have the, again, Luna Park style. I guess because this one, maybe it will be sort of, it can be that sort of shape. So here we'll have the entrance. So this again will be buy your tickets and then you enter. So it's the same building, and then you get into the park. I think this park would be a lot bigger than Luna Park, simply because I think it would be. So we'll have the wooden roller coaster sort of go around the park like this, so in this sort of style, rather than put the supports down. Maybe draw a rough grid and fill them with stuff. Oh dear, just noticed those. I guess that's an idea. I don't know. Yeah, I admit I have no idea what I'm doing. If that wasn't obvious enough. Okay, so here we'd have the roller coaster, and this time instead of having the big roller coaster next to each other, we're gonna have the Wild Mouse over here. No. We'll nick Luna Park's other thing. We'll sort of have here be sort of a staff only area. So sort of here will be where they dump the rubbish, and the tip trucks come, take them away. And we'll sort of have car park sort of be like this, I suppose. Yeah, sort of like that. So try to car park be sort of, so you park here, walk into the space like that. This building here can be, we're going to have a big building next to the rubbish tip, the rubbish dump. This can be sort of deliveries area. Again, just next to the car park. They're not trying to hide it. This is not Disney World or anything. This is just crap. This is Crap World. What else are we going to do? Let me get up my little notepad again of stuff that I need to doing. So we got the... We'll put the Mad Mouse here. Yeah, we'll just put it here. So sort of go up. And then you got your thing, your Mad Mouse thing, and then you got... yep. So we'll just put the Mad Mouse here. And that's where you can write your coaster there. It's right up to the wall. We'll put the right next to it. We'll put the drop tower. So big drop tower thing right there. Be the tallest, pretty much the tallest thing in the park. Right next to that, we can put the swinging ship ride. Sort of like that. Let's see, what else are we going to need? We can sort of put some sort of behind the swinging ship ride. The swinging ship ride will just have the loo, just sort of hanging out here. Oh, we've more or less neglected the entrance to the park. So we'll put the motor scooter thing here. Then lockers. Will this theme park have an upside down ball buster like Luna Park? I don't know what that is. So probably not. But that of course we'll have the gift shop here, I suppose. And then we'll have some and then we'll have another loo. Again, we'll have midway games all around the place. And so we'll go in here, and you sort of here, where I'm already going to put it, this will be the picnic area, and I guess surrounding it will be sort of a food court. So we'll have little concession stands. I think that's what they're called, vending machines, little food stands. Of course, then we'll have the big restaurant be here. This will be the fast food restaurant. Again, this will be the picnic area, so benches, trees, and the like. We'll have a toilet. We'll of course have a toilet there, and the such. And then we will also need some other things. I've got to take a look at the card again. Okay, so what haven't I put down in this? What's administration? Oh, we need the big building. So this will be living stuff. We'll have oh, that sort of, oh, you mean that sort of swinging ship ride? This will be more. No, this. Actually, I'm not sure if this swinging ship ride will be the one that goes upside down, or if it'll be the one that just sort of goes up and down. They both exist. I'm not sure which one will be. Here by the rubbish tip area, we sort of have another. We'll have the. This will be the admin building, sort of there, and that's that. It'll sort of be. I don't know what that's going to be. It's just sort of another closed off area. Maybe this will be. Maybe this can be staff car park or something. That'd be interesting. Let's see, what else do we need? Need a cafe. This is the picnic area of the restaurant, so down this way we'll put the cafe, I suppose. We also need other rides, because everyone can be doing rides. So this here we can put the go-karts here. Just sort of yeah. Again, tooth-shaped go-karts. Nearly a circle, but with a little hairpin, couple of hairpins. What else do we need? We can lead right in here before the picnic area. We can have the merry-go-round or carousel, whatever you want to call it. I believe I've been calling it carousel this entire time, but either way, either word works. So that'll be the carousel. However, here by the park, we can what else? What can we put here? We'll put the teacups here, sort of by the picnic area. Sort of obviously be bigger than that, but whatever. Dodgems. Put here, I suppose. Yeah, that can be the Dodgems or bumper cars. What else do we have put in? We've put in the Wild Mouse, Drop Tower, Boat Ride. We need chairs. We need the Ferris wheel. Sort of put that here. This I'm actually going to try and draw a somewhat good-looking Ferris wheel. Because I'm getting annoyed at how badly I was drawing them. So that can be the Ferris wheel. What else do we need? Charoplane. We can sort of put the charoplane around here. We can put sort of put the sort of if people can get thrown around at high speeds. Put the charoplane there. What else do we need? What else haven't we put down? I think I put all the rides I want, so I just need something else. So we'll put here. We could put Clicky's enclosure, sort of just by the picnic area, so you can go like, hey, look, take a look at the chicken. Don't feed it, you bastards. He's fat enough as it is. And what else can we put down here? Put down again by the boat ride. We can put here the remote control boats, because that's yep. We need this building here that we can put in this space here. This will be a good space for like the arcade, and maybe you'll be like at Luna Park and I'll have function halls here. But if you haven't noticed, I've nicked a lot of this from Luna Park, apart from a few things. That could be the arcade there. Of course, there'll be midway games literally scattered everywhere, and yeah. So I think that's everything that I wanted to put in. We obviously need toilets scattered around the place. But yeah, that's a possible park concept. Right. Let's try and think. I need to take a look if I've left anything out. I don't think I have. I think I've got everything I wanted. My hand hurts from drawing. So, let's take a look at all the different concepts. We have the first concept, which is sort of a bit of a mess, doesn't have everything I wanted, but it's that. We have this concept, which is a bit all over the shop as well. This concept, which is a bit all over. Basically, all these concepts are a bit all over the shop. But this is just what we wanted to do. We want to sketch out basic ideas on layout, and I think the layout I like and I do like the layout of everything being, of all the food and stuff and picnic area being in the middle, surrounded by all the rides and everything and all the attractions. I'm not sure which way is going to be the best though. See, I like this layout the most. The idea of it going inwards. If I did it better, suppose we can do it. That's what we're doing. We're just doing ideas. This one, bit boring. This one's really boring, and this one's just Luna Park. So we've done this concept. So I want to try. So let's try and do something like this. Because one thing I did do well about this park is that everything's really cramped in. And I want to do that. I want the park to be really cramped in. And so we're most likely going to go with this layout. Because it also has various things like, if I just made it a bit longer, sort of, so this will be sort of the central pit, and then it goes into the picnic area, sort of, I guess could be around here instead. Again, surrounded by all the rides. Well, basically, let's start. Basically, here's my idea for the park. They have 3 rocks. Thank you. Though it is quite nice, but I find it too boring. It's just not. It's pretty much just a square. And basically, so what my idea is. So let's try this again. It's going to be. It's going to be. Like. Oh, because I'm drawing in layer 3 because I'm an idiot. That's why I couldn't see anything. Okay, so let's turn the layer and go into layer 5, and we'll draw. And so basically, my idea of the park will be like I did before. It'll be like this, but the thing will be a much further to the side. So basically, it needs to be further in than that. Basically, because this whole center bit. So basically, the idea I like the most with this park is that you got a car. That's a bit too much for curve. You got a car park in here, and that's terrible. I'll just do it a square. Who cares? No need to be round. So here'll be the car park. Actually, that wouldn't be facing, but whatever. This will be sort of the car park. Then you have. Okay, so here's my plan for this thing. We'd have the car park here, and then you'd have the. Again, you'd have the entrance here, like usual. But instead of it going the entire way across, it's only a part way across. The plan would be. It would. So you just sort of enter the park through here. Then immediately next to it, it's just sort of the start bit. You got your big delivery building here with your trucks and lorries park. And then it goes into here. It sort of leads into this boarded off area where you got like the rubbish here. You got sort of the rubbish here. That's terrible. I'm trying to draw like a fence, but try not to do it terribly. So we're sort of like. Around here would be sort of. This is where they keep the rubbish and the storage and broken stuff. And sort of this will be sort of the staff area. Next to it we can have the staff building. Right there, sort of. Actually, we'll put it a bit closer to the fence. So basically, yeah. Like that. That can be the staff building, so it'd be administration, staff rooms and stuff. We sort of have this whole area be fenced off. Like that. And so in here we'd have in here we'd have the gift shop. Sort of first thing you see when you enter the park. It's directly connected to the staff and deliveries area, so you can just sort of like go into the gift shop, do your stuff, go out and deliveries right to the gift shop. We'll sort of have a little path here. Of course, we'll have a branching off the gift shop, sort of as its own small building. We can have the motor thing. I keep forgetting what they. I started off calling them motor scooters, knowing that's wrong, and now I've forgotten what they're called. Motor chairs, basically motorized wheelchairs, so that you can sort of hire. Mobility scooters, that's what they're called, mobility scooters. Then over, and sort of here we can have the lockers, and sort of just beyond it right here can be the toilets. And then basically, the path can lead to various places. Sort of, path can sort of goes right here. And sort of right next to the entrance will be the big green picnic area. Uh, Again, we'll have the food stands around it, where you can get jam donuts or deep fried Mars bars, or anything else that that causes death upon 3 consumption. The big restaurant, of course, will be put sort of here and around it, and I guess we could put sort of here next to the bathrooms. We put Clicky's enclosure. So put that. They'll be, they keep Clicky, sort of be right there. You can sort of go directly see them, and that sort of thing. Now we need the roller coaster. My idea for the roller coaster is that it's going to start. It's going to sort of go more around the park, more like a similar to the first concept, but slightly better. The roller coaster will surround the rear walls of the park. It just made waves, not supports. God, I'm. So yeah, whatever you get the point. That's the That's the wooden coaster. Just next to the staff area, we'll have the Wild Mouse coaster. Basically, it's like, hey, we don't care where this is. Just sort of put it anywhere. The Wild Mouse coaster down there. Then we can have the next to the Wild Mouse coaster and the big roller coaster, we can sort of have the arcade building and function hall, sort of like, so you can go probably bigger than that, but you know, and put that around there so you know where the bottom is. What else we need? We'll of course have midway games all around it. We need to have the merry-go-round, so we can sort of go directly into here, and there will be the merry-go-round. I'm running out of steam. I've been chatting constantly for like an hour and a bit. Still got 28 minutes till I said the stream would finish, so I guess we're going to keep going. Here can be the merry-go-round, or carousel, whatever you want to call it. Right, again, just first walk in, there it is, big wheel. We need to have, here we can put the drop tower right by the edge of the park. That's not a too bad looking drawing. Put the again, the thing there, that'll be the drop tower. We need to have we'll have here next to the arcade, we'll have the cafe, sort of like just sort of snacks. Maybe it'll be a part of the arcade, maybe it's just, so I don't know. Now we need something here. So this is basically a thrill ride area. If you put a picnic area around the merry-go-round, I never thought of that. Put a picnic area around the merry-go-round. You know what? Yeah, sure. Around the merry-go-round we'll have another green area, another green space. Would they? Actually, I'm trying to think of this park. Would they? We'll make this. The merry-go-round can be on a green space with they decide to put a couple picnic tables around it. But this here at the picnic area, and this is just a green space around the merry-go-round, so people can sit and watch the kids go around it. What else do we need here? We need something that can fit in here. Let's put the here we can put the RC boats, so they can do around. Again, midway games around here, all around the place. That's not midway games. That's just scratching. Actually, got to put that'll be midway games. What else are we gonna put down? Yeah, boats. What else? See, I'm looking at my list here, so I know what I need to put down. I just need to read it and then let my brain process it. Right, here we can sort of put the dodgems or bumper cars. So there, so you can bump around. Path can lead back to the picnic area. We also need a boat ride. The boat ride could sort of be sort of be there. Nah, it's going to be bigger. What about boat rides are pretty big. We can put a boat right there, and between the path that sort of leads to that. A playground. Now that's a really good idea. A little playground. I'm not sure. Yeah, sure. So we'll have the path go round again, lead into here. We'll put, I guess here-ish. We'll put a playground. And I'm just going to add that to the list because that's really good. So you know what I'm going to show you right here. This is me adding playground. There you are. Now we'd solidified. This park is going to have a playground, and we'll put it here-ish. Slide, swing set, but it's not a very big playground. It's sort of just the most basic of basic playgrounds. A couple of those sort of springy like ducks and trucks or whatever they are. A couple of swing set and a slide, pretty much. It's basically they don't want they sort of like saying, hey, here is a playground that you can play on, but they really would much prefer you to go on all the more expensive or the other big rides that you pay more. Because my idea of this park is it's going to be slightly similar to Luna Park, where you pay a little bit of money up front, and then there's a couple of rides that are free, but most of the rides you have to pay again to get on. That's my idea of this park. What else do we need? So I've put down that. We need the charoplane. Sort of put that, I guess, here. Put the charoplane there. Swinging around. That could be the charoplane. Here by the, you know what? This will be something fun. We'll put on top of a hill. So that'll be sort of a little bit more interest. We'll put the go-kart track. So the go-kart track, you can sort of look over so everyone can sort of see the go-kart track. Sort of like we have this space here. What are we going to do with it? Let's just put some carts around it. So that'll be nice fun. And also importantly, it doesn't make it flat. I want everything to have slight hills, slight inclinations. This isn't going to be an entirely flat area, because in real life nothing is completely 100% flat, even theme parks, despite the fact they desperately want them to. Scratch that, it will be completely flat, because I just remember it's supposed to be an urban park, so they've already flattened everything. See, we also need the Ferris, so here we also need the Ferris wheel. Can't believe we've got that. Ferris wheel can go sort of here. So sort of the bigger things you can see on this side of the park, it's the roller coaster and the drop tower. This side of the park, what people on the outside can see is the Ferris wheel. Okay, the Ferris wheel. And we'll put the path will lead down here. We'll actually put it slightly. Path will lead more down here like that. And we need the teacup ride, which will sort of be next to the Ferris wheel. Sort of like, so, you know, little kids can go on that. So basically the kids can go on the little playground or the Ferris wheel or the teacups, while the grown-ups are on the charoplane. I like how this has worked out. This has worked out really nice. And yeah, so have I got everything in the park? I think I do. I think I've got everything I wanted in the park. We'll just do a little pass around, so every so often we'll have some toilets. Put one there. We'll have one there. And that sort of thing. Of course, basically every place, basically in this park, every spot where there's a free bit of space, they're going to put down midway games. So we can put that there. And yeah, I really like this layout I've done. To the point, I think this is, this is going to be the finalized. I think this will be the layout. Obviously, Because yeah, I've got a good spot. We've got a big central bit here. We got here into the parks. We got here into the more thrilling rides. It'll just sort of the ideas. They had space, so they just put down a pirate ship. Going, we don't know where else to put down. Yeah. So we've just done a couple of toilet passes. So yeah, I like this. I really like this layout. Of course, we have the staff only area here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click new layer. I'm going to start labeling everything. Basically, because I've made cause nothing really has that much of a proper sort of, since nothing is properly get my brain function a little bit. Since nothing has proper definition or is particularly well drawn, we're going to just put down some text. The color can be, I guess, red. That's nice and noticeable. Size will definitely not be that big. Sort of like 6 maybe. And we're going to label everything. So here, this will be the... Whoops. Okay, I've accidentally made it way too small. Forgot I actually have a gigantic canvas, so that was stupid, so... Oh, where's it gone? Where has it gone? Okay, it's... God damn it. Oh god, oh Photopea, you mess with me. Car... Park? Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, that'll be a... It will make this... a bit smaller. 52, that's a good size for it. That could be the car park. This is the entrance. Deliveries. Staff area. Yep. Nope. It's gonna be storage. This is rubbish. This is the tip. Okay, so that's all Legoed. We can put down with a slightly smaller text. No, I didn't want to smaller size that one, Photopea, but thank you anyway. This can be the. This was the. What did we make that again? Oh right, that was the lockers. Make that a bit smaller. That. Here we go. That could be lockers. I've accidentally made that way too tiny. 40 is a good size. This will be mobility scooters plus gift shop. Mobility scooters plus gift shop. This is just put down Lou because it's a short word and I know what that means. This is the drop tower. This is arcade plus cafe. Plus cafe. This is wild mouse. Just call it that. This is wooden coaster. If you're wondering if I'm stating what I'm typing out to make it easier for your viewers. I am not. I just have to literally say what I'm typing, otherwise I can't do it. Here will be RC boats, not boats, boats. This will be the merry-go-round. Put that a bit more into the middle. This is Dodgems. This is boat ride. I've done boast again because that's boat ride. This is restaurant. And picnic area. This is going to be enclosure. How do you spell enclosure? No, it is. No, it's not. Put the E and the R the wrong way around. This will be go carts. Teacups. Teacup. Chair. Plane. Ferris wheel. And this will be playground. Right. This area here can be food dolls. Right. Yep, got enclosure spelled right. Thank you, whoever. Thank you for that. Right, so that's that. That's going to be the basic sketch of this. I'm going to save this off screen because I don't exactly want you seeing inside of my folder, but my computer folders just yet. You know, maybe I'm insane enough, but either way, that's good. That's good. Sorry, I just need to stretch and brain for a bit. I've been thinking so hard I can no longer think. I think we're gonna sketch it. The stream technically has 10 minutes left until it's finished, but I think I'm gonna end it here. You know, it's been a good hour and 20 minutes, but I don't know. I don't know what to keep going. The next were basically I've finished. I've done the sketch. I've worked out the layout, and it's good. Tomorrow we'll start doing this again. We'll be doing more specific concept art on various parts of the park. We'll start off with concept art of the entrance, and that will be that. So I thank you all very much for joining in. I'm most likely going to be uploading this to YouTube afterwards, so you can rewatch my progress. So yeah, thank you all again for watching, and see you tomorrow at 5 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time. Bye bye.